photo bonding here.
You're fine. You're fine. I'm shooting that way.
Together? Second. Oh, that's great. That's great. Those are the great photos.
Present, present. You're welcome. little sunset lady.
Hello there, Blackie. Oh, there's still a little pink up there in the sky.
No, we got some pretty after sun reflections everywhere happening. And I say a lot of birds. I saw a lot of birds. I didn't see any dolphin, but I saw a lot of birds. Having fun with it. It's very windy out there.
I know. This is sort of, even with this wind, this is a calm before the storm we're promised on Thursday.
Let's give a shout out. We got watching us here on YouTube Live. We have Dawn watching us again.
Oh, Dawn.
We have Barbara.
Barbara.
We have Gil.
And Gil, 27.
And we have Suzanne.
And Suzanne. Well, that's a nice crowd.
Sunset Lady, what's on your mind?
Well.
Happy Tuesday to you.
Yes, the same to you also. This is National Mincemeat Pie Day.
I'll make mincemeat out of... Oh, hold on a second. No, that's the expression. I don't like mincemeat.
Well, unfortunately, neither do I.
I know you don't.
My grandmother made the real thing with meat. I don't think the Americans do that, but she was Canadian, and she used to make it for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. But my grandfather ate it, but I didn't.
I'm sure it's really tasty, but for some reason,
I'm sure
I don't like
Robert
it.
ate it, too.
Yeah, I just never really was into it.
Okay, today is also Pumpkin Day.
Well, Halloween's right around the corner, ain't it?
Exactly. I should have bought a pumpkin today. It's Worldwide Howl at the Moon Night tonight.
Howl at the Moon?
I know. I don't see the moon yet, so
no, I haven't seen it either. I mean,
hold back my howl.
Mr. Ozzy Osbourne, he wrote a song called Bark at the Moon, so I guess that's today's Ozzy Osbourne Day.
Oh, okay.
Howl or bark at the moon.
Either that or you could write a new song with howling in it.
Fact checkers, there probably is a song that says Howl at the Moon. Bark at the Moon is the one that rings a bell.
Here's one we owe no, I'm getting mixed up in my words. We owe them a lot. Anyway, it's National Day of the Deployed. Those are the people that have to go and help keep our country free. Here's something, I don't know if you knew, Austrian National Day today.
Oh, they got tons of holidays over there.
56 years.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Since it was declared. What it means is it's a declaration of neutrality. So I guess they want to be like Sweden over there.
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
I don't know if I don't think Sweden is neutral. I'm not sure. But Switzerland.
I had an S, but it was
neutral.
wrong.
Liechtenstein is neutral. Monaco is neutral. There's funny little tiny countries around the world, and they're neutral. And correct, Austria is a neutral.
Maybe that's better because they don't have anybody to fight a war anyway. There's so little.
I think they could. I think they
want to just stay in the middle.
I think after World War II, they all got tired of it. And they said, "Okay, we'll be neutral. We give up."
Neutral, yeah. We give up before
they do volunteer. Austria does volunteer for blue helmets and stuff like that. You know, those people, and so they do a very good humanitarian side of it. But
that's good. They do their part. Then.
And same thing with the Swiss Army. There is a Swiss Army. There's an Austrian Army. It's just, what they do is they help their country.
Right. Oh, here's something I haven't tried yet, even though I'm in the South. National Chicken Fried Steak. Somehow I never thought those two went together.
I've had that before.
But it's got they say a crispy breading and a creamy gravy. It's a southern cuisine type of thing.
No, I had that in Austria. They had that for a long time ago.
Oh,
I don't really like it either.
They're southern over there.
I like southern fried chicken, and I like my chicken to be schnitzeled up, or pork to be schnitzeled up. You can schnitzel up mushrooms, but you can schnitzel up cheese as well. But schnitzeling up steak, it didn't float my boat.
Okay, now we go to birthdays. 1911, Mahalia Jackson, American gospel singer, and she sang the song, He's Got the Whole World in His Hand.
And no relation to Michael Jackson, right?
I don't know that.
No, I do.
Oh, okay.
No relation.
All right, in 1914, Jackie Coogan, he's an American actor, and let's see, I'm looking at this, I didn't know. Oh, the Addams Family. He was in the Addams Family.
There you go.
Was he the father or something?
Coogan. I know Steve Coogan, but what's this guy's name?
Coogan. Yeah, Jackie Coogan.
Jackie, I don't know Jackie Coogan.
His eyes were all blacked up and everything, remember?
Oh, he was doing that.
Yeah.
What was the name of that character?
The Addams Family.
Fact checkers, help us out here. Yeah.
And he was in The Kid, that's that old movie, and Oliver Twist, probably an original Oliver Twist. But something I didn't know about him, they said he wed Betty Grable at 20 years old.
Not bad.
For 2 years.
Well, take it.
I know, exactly. Okay, in 1945, Jacqueline Smith, American actress, Charlie's Angels, and The Bourne Identity. She was in that movie. Here's one a lot of people probably like. 1946, Pat Sajak, American TV host and Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yeah.
Sajak. Yeah, he's an icon. Yeah.
Yeah. And here's one, 1947. Hillary Clinton, who was 74 years old. Now, you told me there was a giant wind that was coming to Martha's Vineyard. I thought...
No, right now there's gale warnings.
Gale warnings. Well,
Gusts up to 75 miles per hour.
I thought that'll give her help to blow the candles out on Martha's Vineyard.
There you go. That's good. I like that way. That's good.
Okay, 1956, Rita Wilson, American actress, singer, film producer. And
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry to cut in. Uncle Fester.
Oh, there you go.
We were festering, trying to think of it ourselves.
He was an uncle.
Thank you, Barbara.
He wasn't a father. Thank you, Barbara.
Uncle Fester, yeah, with the dark eyes. That was the guy. He was bald or something, right?
Yeah.
You know, the dark eyes. Yeah. Uncle Fester. Thank you, Barbara.
Yeah, we won't have to lay awake at night trying to remember it.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay. 1967, Keith Urban, New Zealand, Austrian country singer. But he also did sessions.
Austrian or Australian?
Australian, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
The ones that are beside each other.
No.
He also was a session musician for Garth Brooks. And he's 54 years old today. 1973, Seth MacFarlane, American actor, animator, TV producer. He does the cartoon American Dad and Family Guy. And he's a filmmaker. He made Ted. It sounded familiar, but I don't think I ever saw it.
I want to say, I think I did. I think I saw it once. It's like kind of like an art movie or something.
He's 48 years old.
It rings a bell, but everything is called Ted.
Yeah, right. Of course, now, let's see.
I was thinking of Ted Danson. You know, he's the most famous Ted.
Right. Most
Cheers.
famous Ted, yeah.
Here check this out, Sunset. We got 2 latecomer boats coming in right now.
Oh, good.
Now, this is a very rare to be able to...
It looks like they're racing each other,
And,
right?
and there, I'm trying to get my focus, and we got it. And look at these boats really showing off here. The last claim to fame on the Sunset Lady Show.
Maybe they know we've got the camera on them.
Actually, did you see the people, that last boat that came in? They were waving at the camera here. I was going, oh, cool.
Okay, now I'm going to the day, what happened the day in history. 1881, on this day, was the gunfight at the OK Corral, which they thought was the most famous shootout in the Wild West years ago. And when it happened, it included Wyatt Earp and the Earp brothers.
There you go.
And the Cowboys. I guess they were the bad guys.
The football team?
No, it was before that.
Okay.
It might not have even been Texas in those days. Okay, in 1918, Cecil Chubb gives prehistoric monument Stonehenge to the British nation. That's right. I think we said somewhere back there that somebody bought it.
Correct, yeah.
And they gave it to him. Isn't that a nice thing to do?
I'll be honest with you. I mean, when I went to Stonehenge, I was kind of excited, actually. One of my music students, guitar student, he's actually a great trumpet player from Texas, and I had a lot of fun with this guy, and I taught him for 5 years. Every Sunday, this guy would show up, like a book, and then one day he said, hey, he wanted to take me to a concert. You must have heard of the group Journey.
Oh, yeah.
And it was down in Bournemouth, England. And I thought, Bournemouth?
That's where the Hills used to go on vacation.
Yeah, I said, well, I know, a picturesque city, seaside city there.
Yeah, right.
And I thought, on the channel, English channel, and I thought to myself, I said, oh, cool. And he says, it'll be my present because you've been my teacher for 5 years. So I was like, okay, thank you. It's a very, very nice present. So we saw the concert, but the real highlight was seeing Stonehenge, but which is on the way. But the disappointment was that it was all covered off with a chain link fence.
Oh, they didn't want
Because people were graffitiing it. And,
taking parts of it away.
or whatever. They were
Chipping
spray
at it.
painting it. And I just thought to myself, I guess it's kind of cool we got to see it from behind a fence. It was a long time ago, but I don't know if the fence is still up.
Something else on 1918. It was the end of World War I. That was a good thing. On this day.
Better than the beginning, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. Everybody must have been happy. And if you see your Pan Am friends again, it's in 1958. Pan Am flies the first transatlantic jet from New York to Paris.
It's amazing that Pan Am used to be like the biggest airline in the world. Like, you know, they would say unstoppable, and then all of a sudden one day it just goes.
It disappeared.
Chapter 11.
Yeah.
Part of history now.
Well, everything twirls around.
Yep.
1972 was the closure of Alcatraz, and then they started having guided tours began by the National Park Service.
I loved it. Who was in that movie? The movie Escape from Alcatraz.
Oh, yeah.
What a great movie.
Wasn't
Somebody big.
Yeah,
Fact
well,
checkers. Escape from Alcatraz. And I think I've
was
seen
it
that.
Burt Lancaster?
Somebody big. And I've seen that movie a handful of times. And every time I see that movie, I go, this movie's really
I don't
good.
know why I'm thinking of him. Okay, and speaking of big, 1984, The Terminator, starring Arnold
Well, there you go. Well, Schwarzenegger
Schwarzenegger
definitely wasn't in that.
was released in the United States.
No, Schwarzenegger, he's good. Yeah. Now you can say Austria again. Yeah, he's from Austria.
Yeah, right. In 2015, the 24th James Bond, starring Daniel Craig, our favorite, premiered in London.
I would say I will put him in the category of new favorite.
New favorite.
I didn't
right.
really think
yeah,
about
my
him.
real favorite.
I heard his name before, but
Sean Connery. of
Craig
course.
David Craig. Those two names are synonymous with each other. And I think there's a singer called the opposite way around.
Before I say goodnight, I want to tell you that I heard on the news that remember the game on Sunday that Tom Brady threw that 600th touchdown?
Yep.
And the man that caught the ball in the end zone there, he gave it away to somebody. Well, apparently they went and got it back from somebody because that's a historic ball. And at first,
So Tom Brady's managers they hired up the bouncers and like, get that ball.
I've been hearing.
I hope they gave him a lot of money.
all types of stories.
Yeah. What do
The
you?
first one I heard was they gave him a $1,000 gift certificate, and somebody says, "Well, that's not enough because that's a historic ball."
No, he could sell for $1 million.
Then I heard today
I'm
that
sure.
Tom Brady took one of your things. He gave him a Bitcoin, which was worth $60,000.
Which is priceless. Okay, good. So that's a good deal. He gave him a Bitcoin?
Yeah. I said, "Gee,
We love Tom Brady.
that sounds like Blackie. He used
So
to
cool.
buy Bitcoin."
Here you go. Here's a Bitcoin. I want that ball back. But Tom Brady, I don't think he's gonna make money from it, obviously, but it's sentimental.
Yeah. Well, it's going to go in a museum.
It'll be in a museum,
Yeah. All right. I hope you've all enjoyed this evening's Heavenly Sunset.
So people do give Bitcoins. I just thought it was a bit on my show.
I don't know how. I don't think you have all that money.
I don't even want to analyze.
Tom Brady does.
I don't even want to analyze if your story is true. Fact checkers, don't tell me. Don't destroy the. It's a beautiful idea. Brady's like, okay, I'll give you a Bitcoin. I want that ball. Awesome.
Yeah, the guy said, well, it was the right thing to do to give it back to him. If you're watching us on a restream, thank you for joining us here from the South Jetty in Venice, Florida. Oh, that sky is getting prettier as we end. And please subscribe, even the lurkers. We love you. And then you can just go back to lurking again. And
Nothing wrong with being a lurker. Sometimes I still lurk.
yeah, so do I.
Sometimes I like to join chats, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes, okay. Or sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't, right?
Right. I know. And press the like button and ring the notification bell, and then you'll be notified when we go live. And be sure to come back tomorrow night to see just what's happening here, rain or shine. For no two sunsets are the same. And on that note, we'll end with the notes you wrote for our theme song, Running Around This Town. And I'll say good night, everybody. Sleep tight, and good night, Blackie.
No, Sunset Lady, awesome show, and you're correct. Look at this awesome little.
I know.
Our farewell. I'm trying to set up the farewell shot so I can get all the lights in here. But and you're right. Nobody knows two sunsets they're never the same. And I just want to say this again. We are watching a weather system,
Exactly.
which is impacting the Northeast right now.
And it's supposed to be an event on Thursday, so
Around here.
even tornadoes.
Oh,
So
right now,
tune in and might see a tornado here.
It's an event already in Pennsylvania all the way up to Maine. So there's big storm stuff happening, really big storms happening over there in the northeast of U.S. And I think we're going to get the tail end of this system because it's a big system.
Maybe it's the one that came into the West Coast.
I don't know. You just told me that breaking news like an hour or two ago, and I was going, oh, okay, I got to check this out. So I'm excited about that. We love doing storm shows. Sunsoleil, awesome show. Ciao for now.
Every time they call you on the phone.